Yo, what is up, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy Jay Tuck, DMV, CFT, and we are cover three, man. Yo, we back rocking, man. We got a lot to talk about. The Dallas Cowboys had their 7th day of training camp as they gear up to play versus the Rams in preseason next week. They're gonna have the scrimmage. We are getting close to actual real football, not clips, not practice. You know what I'm saying? Not practice, but actual games, man. Fellas, how y'all feeling, man?
Feel real good, man. Feel real good, man.
I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. I got back from Vegas last night, like at 1:30 in the morning. So I'm running on fumes right now. We got work to do, man. But DMV, what the hell did I miss, bro? Where the hell did this hat come from? You know what I'm saying? We got
man.
Hey, look, bro. Hat? You already know where the hat came from, dog. Ferg got paid putting on the hat. So hey, look, pay me DMV. We in the building.
Yeah, you know
I like the hat though. Y'all like that? Y'all like the hat? Put some fire emojis in the chat for Cowboy Hat DMV, man.
Yeah, I might go get. I think mine's still in Texas, man. God,
you got the legendary.
Don't you got the J Tuck joint?
Yeah, man. Bro. Well, see, like I was wearing the J Tuck joint. Salute to my sister Dika that she got it for me as a gift. I think for like a Christmas gift. And when I was wearing it that season, we was undefeated. And then the Packers slapped that shit off my head, bro. I ain't put it back on. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
I was like, smack the cowboy read out your hand.
Yeah, bro. They slapped the cowboy read off that hat, man. I ain't put it back on since, man. You know what I'm saying? So the hat kind of got retired. Maybe I'll pull it out for this year. You know what I'm saying? But
we gonna need it. Hat, ain't it?
Huh?
That's a nice hat. Like I seen the detail.
Yeah. That's everybody at the stadium always asks me where I get that hat from. And I'm just like, my sis got it from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all can't give you them secrets.
The official CFO gang hat. So maybe I'll put it back on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe try to restore the feeling this year, man. But I wasn't gonna waste it last year in that lame duck year, man. I tell people, like, I remember that Green Bay game because it was the whiteout. Of course, we always got a whiteout so they can sell us some shit, right? And I bought a brand new Mitchell and S Darren Woodson jersey, clean as hell. You know what I'm saying, for that game, bro. And we got blown out. I ain't put it back on since. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I got these superstitions. When we lose and stuff, I really don't wear it again. But I gotta bring that jersey back out for something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for like a Giants game or home opener, like something safe. You know what I'm saying? Get some wins on it, man.
Bring it out for a regular podcast, bro. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't be sitting in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually got 2 of them now. I got 2 of them now. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody in the chat, man. We got a lot to talk about as we talk about camp.
Yeah, a lot of fire emojis in there too, DMV.
Lots of fire emojis for DMV. You know what I'm saying? For the gunslinger, DMV. You know what I'm saying?
You got to bring some chorus. You got to turn the Stone Cold DMV.
Yeah,
hey, I got a guitar over here too.
I got the Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody watching on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You know, all the YouTube channels. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Oh, there you go. Got the guitar.
All right. My dog gonna play y'all a song. I bet you know.
You about to get paid for real. Yeah. All right, Rome. So let's go ahead. Well, let's start with that because we really didn't talk about that. You know, it kind of happened while we were kind of away. So DMV, I'll kick things over to you. Jake Ferguson got his deal, bro. How are you feeling about Jake Ferguson? Because I know there's a lot of different sentiments when it comes to the signing of Jake Ferguson. So I want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, so I mean, there's 2 ways that you could look at it. You could say that the Cowboys front office was very, very smart in what they're doing. Let me turn this damn light off in the back. They were very smart in trying to jump out in front and actually getting the deal done. We didn't think that they could really do that, and they did that. So you could look at it that way. But the truth part of me, you know, the part that's the passionate Cowboy fan that wants to win, that wants to set good precedent amongst our team, I got to ask the question. You got Micah and you got Tyler Smith, who are, you know, all pros. They're 2 of the best players of your team. Like, why can't we have the foresight to get some of these guys done first? You know, I'm not going to be reactionary like I was and be all like rah-rah this and rah-rah that, but I have to ask the question, why can't we have the foresight with the guys that you want to be leaders? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, leadership, that's a big, you know, over this last couple of weeks, they've been talking about leadership and they pay their leaders, right? There hasn't been a bigger leader on this team than Micah Parsons as far as winning football stuff over the last couple of years, in my opinion. And so why you wouldn't want to take care of that, I have to ask those questions.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ron.
No, I mean, look, man, I compartmentalize things with this team because you it's hard to chess. You can't do it like a normal team. I ain't got no personal beef with Jake Ferguson, man. I want him to return to form because when he was balling a couple years ago, I felt like he was a big asset to the offense. So as long as he's healed up from that concussion and that knee he had last year, and he come to ball, I'm not mad about him getting his money. Because this is like the Cowboys version of going all in. Let me lock in Dak's weapons that he likes. This might be a nod to Dak. It might be like, oh, you want us to pay Ferg? Yeah, that's my tight end. So maybe that's where this whole contract thing came from. You know what I'm saying? Things be happening behind the scenes. As far as the Jones family, I don't like the optics of it at all. I think it was stupid because you tell Ferguson, we're gonna take care of you, but you gotta wait. We'll do it in season. If we can't get Micah done, we'll do it right after Micah a week later. The optics, we can't pay you right now. But the Jones family like to use these things as not bargaining chips, but they do it purpose. It's a purposeful slight. Just like him negotiating with Tyler Smith's agent out in the open. These are purposeful slights trying to downplay Micah, and it's silly because then Jerry's going to be up there grinning all with his yellow teeth talking about, yo, we love Micah. You know, right after he just ate a salty McGriddle. Like, it's stupid. It's Zeke who? Then it's I love Zeke. It's, well, maybe we'll trade for Trey Lance, and then it's I love Dak. It's maybe we'll go wide receiver by committee. Then it's I love CD. It's stupid, and it's literally Jerry living up to that thing that's going to drop in about 2 weeks. I like the soap opera. I'm trying to generate false, false tension. Just like, y'all ever wondered that story that was released by Underdog the other day? Cowboys are not close to Micah. The Cowboys probably the ones that released that story. They probably the ones that put that out. That sound good. They'll run with that for about a day or two. It's silly, and everyone knows the play. It's just frustrating because even the fans, like, this ain't 10 years ago where a lot of us were kind of bamboozled. We all know now. It ain't even low. People be like tweeting every day. Can y'all stop? We know y'all. We know y'all playing, and they still doing it. Like, we all know. Even when Stephen A. Smith was like, hey man, can you stop? I can't even troll y'all properly because you're doing stupid stuff.
Right.
When Stephen A. Smith is tired of it, it's done.
Right. Yeah, I agree, man. So I feel like when it came to this Ferg thing, because I really didn't speak on it much. One, I was shocked, right? Because I've been talking about this and salute to 2 Eyes in the chat, man. Salute to my sis out there. She's at camp now. Man. Yeah, out there at camp now. She just touched down.
We call you California 2 Eyes until first.
You know what I'm saying? So we kind of talked about this, and I felt like this offseason, Ferg was going to be a difficult discussion because I felt like he is going to outperform what he did last year, which isn't difficult, right? But like you said, Rome, my problem with the deal is the optics of it all, right? You cannot say Dak Prescott had to prove himself, and Mike McCarthy had to prove himself, and Mike Zimmer had to prove himself last year. And then the one player who really didn't produce at all, who had multiple injuries, your owner just set and slandered signing Terrence Steele and Trayvon Diggs.
That part.
He gets the extension, right? So you just set a precedent in the office and in the team that, hey, production isn't as what they seem as much as projection. Do I think that Jake Ferguson will take an uptick? Yes, right? But you haven't shown it, Jake. You know what I'm saying? Versus a Tyler Smith who's shown it, a Deron Bland who's shown it, a Micah Parsons who's shown it, a Brandon Aubrey has shown it. So now it's like, okay, what was it really about? And though I do think that some people will agree it's probably based off of the numbers, that's where I kind of reel back a little bit. It wasn't just a contractual thing that, hey, it was going to be team friendly, and that's why we did it. Sometimes, and I don't do this anymore because I'm happily married, right? When your man is messing up, sometimes you just go and change your Facebook profile to single just to kind of get that person a little bit jealous, right? And I felt like that because when they started talking about the Jake Ferguson deal is, well, Jake Ferguson wants to be here. Jake Ferguson's committed to being a Cowboy.
Yep.
Jake Ferguson is a leader. So now it's putting that, well, Jake Ferguson signed a team-friendly deal. He really wants to be here. Micah has to prove. So it was one of those things kind of mixed in with everything. I don't think that deal was done just purely off of football, because hell, let's take Jake Ferguson off of it, right? And it was Sam Williams. And a lot of us be like, well, damn, bro, why did we give Sam Williams top 10 money? He's coming off of ACL. We got Donovan and Zikaraku. Like, we got some like, so what was that really about? You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll be cool because we like Sam, but we kind of be like, hold on. That was the same feel when it came to Jake Ferguson. I like Jake Ferguson. I think he's a good player, but I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying? I already posted on Twitter. There's some kids coming up in this draft that you will forget about him in 5 games, right?
Easy
so
work.
it wasn't like his production was irreplaceable. I mean, hell, Jordan Lewis produced, didn't get a deal. You didn't even take Enrico. You know what I'm saying? Even though we were kind of in on Rico, he produced and didn't get his deal. Chauncey Golston was playing. So the players that actually showed their worth and value, they didn't get a deal, but the player who's coming off a knee injury, concussions, was kind of got this top 10 money without top 10 in production. And I think that's why Cowboys fans are kind of confused, especially when your ownership just sat at the podium and slandered people who were playing at their price point when they actually got their deal. It just makes it bad from an optics standpoint. But I do think that Jake Ferguson's going to add some value to this offense.
Well, it adds bad for the people that want to win. You see what I'm saying? There's 2 sides to this coin. There are people that want to win that are all about football, and there are people who are about this. You know what I'm saying? Who love, oh man, he's a Cowboy. He's Captain America. He looks like the All-American tight end. He puts on the hat, and they got to be able to sell to those people, bro.
Right, I get it. Right, I get it. From a branding standpoint, you needed it. You did need it, right? Because I saw when Jake Ferguson got signed, not everybody, a lot of people banged their arms around him and was that protection, right? Even Shotty was like, because here was an interesting nugget. I kind of caught this, right? Shotty said, I take the blame for the lack of production from Jake Ferguson. Whoa. What do you mean you take the lack of blame for the production? I thought, what I was told from Cowboys fans and numerous media, he had no control over the offense. Like Mike kind of. So how are you taking the blame? Well, then people were like, well, Tuck, he was hurt last year and so was every Cowboys player on the roster was hurt last year. You know what I'm saying? So we can't throw stones at certain players, but then baby others because they kind of give us that favoritism or we just like them. We have to keep it across the slate. Right now, we'll talk about it here in a second.
You know what I like to say, though,
Trayvon Diggs, like he is completely worthless. Trayvon Diggs, when he got his deal, it was team friendly, and damn it, he earned it. He actually should have went for top
friendly, just like Ferg. Somebody brought it up in the chat. Like he got his deal because it was team friendly. Trayvon signed the team friendly deal.
Hold on.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, you back. Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I was like, Trayvon signed a team-friendly deal. He signed it timely. Trayvon was showing up to everything. To our knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Up until this point, nobody said anything about Trayvon not showing up to anything except for him going out and getting his own care. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So Trayvon did all of the same things that you're praising them signing Ferg for doing. And now we're throwing them in the trash.
You know what I don't like, though? This is what I want us to stop doing if we can, man.
Yeah.
We got to stop saying we with them. I'm not with them.
Right.
I don't agree with them. I don't like the way they handle things. I know they're the Cowboys brass, but it's a they. They do that to the players. Because if it was a we and I had a choice, we wouldn't be doing all this goofy stuff. It's I like to say that's y'all front office. Because I don't agree with nothing that they do almost ever. I don't like the way they handle almost anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way they roster build. I don't like the way they treat their players. I don't like the way they do their optics. They goofy. Right. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they did, I chose this team and I can't get away from it. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the way they handle their business because a lot of the times we have to get associated with it because we love this team. But we wouldn't sign up to do nothing. We wouldn't do our players like this,
right?
At all. Micah would have been paid. Micah would have been paid last year,
right?
like this wouldn't even be a discussion,
right?
So
yeah.
It's just
and I hate to say it.
We got too much integrity to associate ourselves with saying we.
And it's like when you say that though, it's like, yeah, we, but there are fans out there that really believe and really like this being manipulated thing to where they believe these things. And you know that because we read the comments. We see our comments on the chat. So it's like we, the fans, like I said this on the video before, but y'all got children.
Mm-hmm.
Would y'all want y'all children to play for this organization based on some of this stuff?
No, not at all.
No,
exactly.
It's a bunch of orgs I wouldn't want them to pay for, but not. I don't know if I want them to play for the just because I know how they handle it. It ain't just the Cowboys though. It's just this is my goofy area because the Cleveland goofy, Cincinnati goofy, but I don't got to deal with them. I got to deal with my goofiness, which is Jerry. The difference is at least they get to be goofy on the low. We all in front of everybody. Like
we goofy in front of everybody. We goofy with the cowboy hat on. The fireworks.
The Bengals getting to be on like ESPN one time in the offseason. Then they get to go be goofy quietly.
Right. Oh, bro, they've had the goofiest offseason. Their offseason been more goofy than ours. But nobody knows.
And nobody cares.
And that's right, Tuck. Nobody
and nobody cares.
Mark Stewart just showed up yesterday. They don't know.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Hendrickson. Like you're saying, so they've been acting a fool. But it's like it's just not newsworthy. For us, everything is magnified, which makes it worse. And I'm just saying, like, oh no, man. It's just for me, and we'll talk about it here in a second, man. This whole Trayvon Diggs situation. I hate it. It's damn near.
That's the most infuriating thing over everything. Not Micah. It's the Diggs thing.
It's the Diggs thing.
Who's signed, by the way? Who is here?
Who is signed? And this is what I'm saying, Cowboys Nation. Trayvon Diggs, coming off an injury, decided to work independently with his own trainer. Okay. Was he aware of the $500,000? I think he was, right? It's all in the contract. I'm sure that the Cowboys versely concerns with that, right? Okay, cool. Right. So he went to Florida to train. Okay. The Cowboys still took the $5,000 away from him. Okay, cool. Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, opening press conference, shot they shots. Trayvon and Micah the next day at practice shot their shots to protect themselves. What was said not only about themselves, but also about their teammates. Okay, cool. Here is my frustration, Cowboys Nation. Let it go. Let it go. Why are you now a little faster the fan pouring more gas? It should have been done with it. All right, man. Like, all right. Like he trained in Florida. We took the $500,000. He's now here at camp. Let's hope that Diggs is ready by week 4, week 5, whatever. Just let it go. But no, you're piggybacking around doing interviews like this is Kendrick versus Drake. So you drop another banger. Then now Trayvon's going to make a response, and then you're going to want to respond. And it's going to be this ever-flowing back and forth when all of this could be prevented if you just to say, you know what? He worked on his own. He's here now. We're focused on getting him ready for the season and just move on. But it always has to be these constant shots, these nudges, these lower body elbows, and like they always have to fight dirty when it comes to the media, and which makes it seem like eventually these players are going to start rebelling versus the front office, and rightfully so. And I'm going to side with the players. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it a buck. I hit Trayvon up today, like, hey, bro, keep your head up. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game, bro. You're literally at camp right now. You know what I'm saying? You're at camp trying to rehab. It's worse enough that you're having to rehab, coming off an injury to get your mental clarity right to rehab. And now you got your front office and your organization taking shots at you every time they turn on the microphone. It's just too much. And I hate this for these players.
I want to know why. Well, I do know why. Because like I said, they like the soap opera. I hate that we got to even talk about this. We've been talking 20 minutes. We got to talk about this goofiness. I can't even talk about damn practice or what's going on because we got to address goofiness every day purposefully.
Right.
But, you know, read the room, man. If you got a player that you done paid $100 million to or whatever the contract broke down to, and he feels, how about you just call him into your office? How about you call him?
Right.
Hey, Trayvon, what's the problem? I don't feel like the rehab went well because I don't trust Britt Brown.
Right.
Well, let's talk about this. What happened with the rehab? How about you be a grown man?
Right.
You in your 80s. You be a grown man, you and your son. Call this man. Hey, listen, have Will call him. Somebody call him.
Right.
We ain't on the same page. I don't like the optics. We didn't change this culture. We moving as a unit. I like what Shotty's doing. Let's not let this get public. Let's handle this behind the scenes.
Right.
Let's get you in here because we don't want you to lose your money.
Yeah.
Can I fly you in on your? It's all kinds of things they could have did instead of being like, nope. Let's let the optics look worse over here.
Right.
And if you didn't get it before anything, once him and Micah was out there holding court, that's when y'all all in the same place at that point.
Right. You all out in Oxnard.
We've been off. We've been ODing. Let's all get in the same building, same RV. Let's talk.
Right.
Men to man to man. I did something wrong. You done something wrong. Let's be adults. You know what I'm saying? It's a multi-billion-dollar organization, and you playing. Y'all playing around. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to discuss this when it could all be handled with a grown man phone call and somebody just having some humility. Jerry we stepped over the line. And Trayvon might be like, all right, I stepped over the line too.
Right.
We got a season coming up in less than 30 days, about 30 days. Let's lock in. Let's put it all to the side.
Right.
Here. Why can't we do that? But no.
Nah.
In a day or two, Steven gonna go back. Yeah, and what? And I said,
right, yeah, and also, you know what I'm saying, we could have find them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
gonna keep.
I hate it, and I see somebody in here saying we're talking drama over football again. I'm out. Don't need to talk about the drama. First of all, peace out, bro. Like, fun fact, you're gonna run shit over here because he's commenting on my channel. But secondly, none of the football stuff matters, y'all, if we don't fix this. If we don't fix this, the football stuff, I don't give a damn how much motion we run or how we're going to shoot the gaps with the run. If we do not fix this upstairs culture, y'all, the football stuff doesn't matter. And what hurts the most is we have a coach that is trying to change the culture, and he was doing it. But then all of a sudden, the very first day of our camp, our ownership, like we all know, y'all. Have y'all ever heard Terrence Steele talk? Terrence Steele didn't deserve them slugs.
Hell no, he ain't deserve that, bro.
Terrence Steele. So what happens was, as a leader, Micah Parsons he says, I have to stand up and be vocal to not only protect my brother in Trayvon Diggs, but also Terrence Steele and the other guys that are out here putting their lives on the line day to day for this organization. They deserve some respect, right? So the football stuff, we can get to that. I can show y'all that stupid ass Trayshawn Holden clip and get y'all excited. It does not matter.
I like that clip a little bit.
Yeah, I like it a lot too.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it does not matter if you don't get to this point, right?
And you're right, Tuck.
You disrespect Trayvon Diggs, you'll disrespect Tyler Smith. If you disrespect Tyler Smith, you'll disrespect Jadon Blue. Like, when can we just stop and let it be on face or on football?
Well, we can't talk about football if we ain't got people healthy.
Right.
It's not gonna stop though, y'all. It's not. This is what we live with. It's unfortunate, but they not gonna stop, bro. If the Eagles in Washington, first of all, from the ass whooping we took from Green Bay, all the way through that, all in off season, all that goofiness, all the injuries, the Dak goofiness last year, on top of the Eagles and Washington playing in the NFC Championship game, and then the Eagles having one of the most dominant Super Bowl wins ever. If that ain't changing them, they ain't nothing we can do.
Bro. Nothing.
So that's why I be sometimes ignoring it.
We had them for a moment after,
and we let them off the hook.
During the Senior Bowl, during the Combine, Steven wasn't talking much. Jerry wasn't talking much. It kind of felt like we could get there. And then what happened? Once we got George Pickens and all the Cowboys fans said, "Oh, we back. All right, give me the mic.
But that's the problem. We was angry because they wasn't doing that type of move. So we got one, but it's impossible to keep this large of a fan base that focused.
Right.
Bro, I be having trouble keeping my 2 daughters. I got 2 daughters. So you're not going to keep millions of fans, maybe billions, on track. That George
Right.
Pickens, it worked like gangbusters.
Right.
It is what it is. Like at this point, I'm not saying I'm not gonna speak on it because I'm gonna call them out on their goofiness. But what I gotta realize is I know what I'm dealing with. I know what kind of animal I'm dealing with. And we won't get real change, y'all. We won't get the next time we get substantial change, y'all know what's gonna happen. And I ain't gonna be morbid in here. That's the next time we're gonna get some substantial change. And when it happens, we'll talk about it then. Because I don't like wishing that on nobody. But that's when it'll have to be different. Now it might be worse, but some change is gonna happen when that happens.
Yeah, I want to read an excerpt for y'all, bro. I want to read this for y'all. Quote unquote, quote, this place is a well-oiled machine. The coaching staff, the coaching changes, I can't speak to the previous stuff, but the strength staff is phenomenal. The training staff is unbelievable. This has been the most trainers that I've ever seen on the staff, and they take really amazing care of the players. The nutrition staff is phenomenal. Can we guess who that Cowboy was?
Don't even say it, because what's going to happen, people are going to act like they're disgruntled.
Oh yeah, that was from the It's a Zoo Dude conversation from Dalton Schultz.
But see, that's the problem. Like, that's the problem, DMV, right? It's part of the fan base, because we do it as well. Whenever it comes from an ex-player, we just dismiss them as bitter, right? We dismiss them as bitter, and they're just move on. And so we don't listen when someone is telling us the problems. And here's what I've been trying to explain to Cowboys fans. It's been way too many having the same sentiments. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just like the things that this team won't do to help win. We will pride ourselves. We heard it firsthand, right? When the players in Cityland was complaining about the blinds and asked Jerry to put up blinds, chat, what did Jerry say?
The blinds weren't a problem.
He said they're ugly. I'm not putting them up, right? Okay. But he put them up for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, right? So you're not even willing to listen to your players when it comes to blinds, when they're asking you and they keep marking you as a C or a C minus for more trainers. Then why won't you go get them more trainers, bro? Like, they're asking.
And then when they try and go get more trainers or try and go get like what it is that their body needs, then we're penalizing them for that. And like CeeDee Lamb, a lot of people don't remember this from last year, but do you remember when they said he spends about $1 million to take care of his body? That's not happening in the building.
Right.
That's outside of the building.
Right.
I don't think the outside training is a problem, bro. It's only a problem. It's convenient anger. It's only a problem when you got a problem with somebody. Mike can train outside the building all the time.
Right.
They don't care. Like, this is just convenient because right now they mad because he not falling in line.
Right.
I get it. I get their I ain't trying to make this racial or nothing like that. They want him to fall in line because they're in charge.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a man about his, and he has pride too. So right now he's acting defiant.
Mm-hmm.
Just like he made sure he let y'all know he's still training on his off day. So it's back and forth media shots. But my point is, all this can be alleviated if they would just talk like grown men.
Right.
And stop playing.
Right.
Yo, no one is going to win this battle, bro.
That's where your head coach got to come in. Your head coach has to come in and he has to bring them together. You said that this is what you do. You know, we talk about culture and you brought all this culture, that. Then you got to sit down two sides and y'all got to figure something out.
But what are he going to do? They're going to tell him to shut up too.
I know. That's why I ain't believe everything everybody was saying.
But who could do it, bro? Deion Sanders couldn't stop Jerry Jones. He unstoppable.
The only way that this is going to happen is the players going to have to just fight back and rebel. You know what I'm saying? So they're Diggs and Micah and some of the players are trying to handle this without it getting ugly. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
they will trade his ass.
They will trade him
for $8.
And they've already set it up because he's DMV Rome. We've all seen it. People in the chat, I'll get rid of Diggs. I would just move on from him. He doesn't want to be.
It don't even matter if they wanted him. They traded Amari. They'll get rid of him for not even for his value.
The Cowboys like for you to get in this box, and you better stay in that box. If you even so put an arm or a finger outside of that box, they don't like that. So the fact that Trayvon is making his own decision and not what they're deciding for him, that is a problem.
But my point is, like, with this rebellion, the only person that got leverage right now is Micah. Diggs ain't got no leverage. They will trade him for a 6th-round pick and won't lose sleep. We'll complain. Like, what are you doing? It's ruining the season. They were like, whatever.
Hey, I feel good for my dog, bro. Free Trayvon.
No,
Free.
I'm gonna be mad because I gotta fucking cover this team. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but see what the Cowboys are doing now. You can talk a little bad to your main when you got you a side one that you think is just as good. So now that they got Siobhan Revel, they can talk to Diggs a little bit more differently now. You know what I'm saying? Because if you didn't like the way he attacked his rehab last year, then why the hell was he on the field playing?
That's why I don't trust Britt Brown, and that's why he don't trust him.
Why are all these players? We had Schottenheimer came and spoke about it today about Tyler Guyton. You know, he really didn't attack his rehab like, you know. So why are we now hearing about all these players not attacking their rehab?
How you gonna attack rehab and they ain't got enough trainers, bro?
Right. And so I don't know, but it's just unfortunate, y'all, because this smears and ruins. Because now here is the game. I'm gonna give you guys some nuggets, right? This is the game that Jerry and Stephen Jones is playing, right? Let's say they're trying to force Trayvon back, let's say week 4, okay? And he doesn't come back to week 6 or 7.
He's gonna play week 1.
They're gonna say, hey,
I saw him sprint today. He looked damn good.
If he trained with us, he's supposed to have been back already. Now, refresh my memory, Cowboys Nation. Didn't Deron Bland train with their staff last year off the foot injury, and he was only supposed to be out 3 to 4 weeks? When do we get Deron Bland back?
It wasn't no 3 to 4 weeks, bro. It was like 8.
So did Deron Bland not attack his rehab the right way? So it's like,
we already know what it is, bro. They say everybody's 4 weeks, and then it end up being 8 weeks because they had a setback.
Right.
And then they come back
rush you back. So someone said in the chat, I'm gonna scroll up, like, why is Overshown saying the same thing about the trainers, right? Because Overshown has not been able to really get a full season. So if I say, hey, Overshown, you'll be back by Halloween, you damn right Overshown is foaming at the mouth to get out there. We have seen case after case after case of the Cowboys rushing players back. 2015, they rushed Dez back. Dez ended up getting hurt even worse and had to have surgery. We all sit back and say, hey, bro, Michael Gallup don't look right. Oh, no, he's fine. Hey, bro, Michael Gallup don't look like he's fully, he's fine. And then they paid him.
You know what the irony, though, Tuck? It's depending on what your graces are with because they ain't rushed back Bland. They just was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have put Bland ass out there last year, week 1, but he wasn't right, and they kept lying. They kept pushing it back. But he's in the good graces with the front office.
Right.
When you're not in the good graces with the front office, they will contractually force you out there because Dez wasn't really in good graces. So that's a lot of this stuff is literally, are you going to play ball or are you not? It's unfortunate, but that's what we dealing with. Is are you gonna play ball? If you're gonna play ball, we're gonna shield you. We gonna like Overshown is in the good graces with the front office.
Right.
And the irony, bro, this is the saddest thing. This is what's gonna mess y'all up. Diggs is in bad graces with the front office, bro. It ain't even as personal as they make it seem. If Diggs went out there week 1, caught an interception and ran it back for a touchdown, they would act like none of this shit ever happened because the Jones family is literally about results.
Right.
And if he gets that shine back on his star, no pun intended, they'll be like, you know what? Let's just put all that stuff behind us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. It's literally about what you do out there on the field. Because as much, I know that's true. They do not like the quarterback, y'all. They've been looking for a reason to get rid of Dak Prescott for years. They do not support Dak Prescott like they supported Tony.
Dak sell tickets and Dak make them money.
Yeah, but if Dak didn't play well enough, bro, they would have got his ass up out of here.
Yeah.
He is resilient. They like, because last year, bro, I know they had mad conversations. Yeah, we should just let him walk. And they scary. I mean, but they try
to see what they can get away with Trey, and they figure that blew up. And they
if Lance was good, Tuck,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
would have Dak Prescott.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And see, so Tierra asked, like, no player has talked bad about training staff except Diggs. No one said anything about the training staff until this year. That is false. And here's the crazy part.
I just read you something.
And Diggs hasn't even said nothing about the training staff. He just said, I'd rather just go with my people who I trust. Like, he didn't.
Well, let me ask the chat a question though, before, because I'm not about to argue back and forth with y'all. It ain't even. It's not going to gain me anything. I'm not going to argue. If y'all believe in the front office, that's fine. Do you, just put in the chat, do you trust the front office? Because that's what this all boils down to. The reason why him and Trayvon and them is beefing, it ain't Britt Brown. It's the front office. He don't trust the way they move. He don't like the way Britt Brown's an extension of what they do.
That part.
Do y'all trust the front office? And if y'all do, may God be with you. If you can't see the writing on the wall, it ain't just these injuries. It ain't just the contracts. It ain't the lack of accountability with what they do, because we hold these players accountable. Hey, why didn't Diggs show up? Hey, why didn't this do this? When y'all gonna start holding the front office accountable? Why don't we have a defensive tackle? Why we don't got a one tech right now? Right. You the GM. Where is my cornerback? Because all of our corners is getting injured.
Let's do it this way, Rome. Let's simplify it. Let's take the Cowboys out this shit. Let's put it. It's all us, right? We family. We all in the chat, right? Yeah. You get hurt. You strain your back at work, right? Lifting something you shouldn't have been lifting, right? Mm-hmm. Your manager says, go talk to our little nurse, our local doctor, right? The doctor says, hey, you're fine, man. Just take some Advil. You'll be okay. You'll be able to return back to work in 2 days, right? You're feeling like, dog, my back is really jacked up. I can't sleep. Is it wrong for you to go get a second opinion with your own doctor?
No.
And if
that's what you do.
Hey, bro, you strained your back. You might have to get surgery, and your work doctor saying, "Oh no, he's perfectly fine." Well, because they want you back, bro. They want you back lifting more boxes. Amazon has more deliveries to do. So who would you trust? Your Amazon doctor or your own doctor who you've been with for 4 to 5 years, right? You get a second opinion. Everyone gets second opinions.
That's why I don't fault Diggs and what he doing at all.
Hey, but Tuck, and here's the kicker to that too. Imagine that same company adds another worker with the previous injury.
Right. right.
It's supposed to be your replacement eventually. Like,
yeah,
what?
Exactly.
But it's the thing though, y'all. It ain't just the front office is willing to move Diggs. I think Diggs has mentally moved on too. He playing the game. You happy to be here? Yeah, of course I'm happy to be here. Diggs ain't happy with the way they've been doing things.
Right.
But he's going to play the game because he knows at the end of the day, bro, y'all probably going to trade me, but I'm about to get my value back up.
Right.
For me, for my family.
Right. He has to look out for himself.
So he's going to still ball this. I think he's going to ball this year too. They're going to bend and cut their nose off despite their face too.
Right.
But it's sad because for the sake for publicity, for whatever you want to clicks or whatever you want to call it, good media, bad media, or whatever, you're alienating good men.
Right.
Because they never put the toothpaste back in the tube fully with the player y'all love for us, hate for us to bring up, Zeke. Zeke and Jerry and them are cordial, but all them games they play with Zeke, they not cool like that. And for the sake of media, like it's sad. They pushed that man out in front of Zeke. Was like, y'all seen that meme where the thing is covering and taking all the arrows?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Zeke took most of the arrows last year, and they knew it. And it wasn't even right.
Our running game wasn't right because Zeke was getting all those carries. Bro, he had 4 carries.
No, our running game wasn't right because y'all ownership that y'all do not. I hate when a person tells me, bro, it's Jerry and them team. They can do what they want. Bro, just because you in charge don't mean you lack scrutiny.
Right.
If I see a parent beating on a child, abusing them, I'm not gonna be like, well, that's his kid. I ain't gonna speak on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, it's wrong. It's wrong. If you're a bad GM, I don't care if you own the team. Congratulations, you own the team. That's great. You also horrible at your job because you don't do what you're supposed to be doing. Right. We wouldn't have half the conversations we'd be talking about. Bro, if y'all just went and got a goddamn running back last year in free agency. I ain't even talking about the draft.
Bro, we done numerous. I'm not even
2 drafts now.
It's been 2 drafts.
Bro, we drafted a hurt ass corner when you got a perfectly healthy Caleb Johnson sitting right there.
bro. It's just yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
Caleb Johnson, bro. Well, no, I like Donovan as his rocker. So yeah, we keep it in third.
No, I'm talking about the third round. We said
Level.
in third round, Caleb Johnson was sitting right there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's really going to be the biggest regret.
Yo,
I
we
promise
can have
you.
Damian Martinez. We could have Blue and Martinez. Yo, I would have been straight. But y'all wish for Phil Maffa and his hurt shoulder?
Hey, my boy getting done like pinball in the camp.
But they had no problem drafting Schoonmaker with all them injuries he had in college.
But you know what it is though? It's not even pride. It's arrogance. That's the word I'm looking for. Our front office is arrogant. They don't feel like they make mistakes. Mm-hmm. They don't know how to what would go a long way with me if our front office would come out and just apologize and just say something like, yo, we've been messing up. We're going to do better. How about you take some accountability? But it's hard when you're a billionaire and everywhere you turn, people kissing your ass because you Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones. So you ain't used to somebody being like, hey, you're not good at this. Howie Roseman's better. The guys in Washington are better. And if you keep playing, the dudes in New York gonna be better too.
You know, in boxing they got something called I forget what it's called. It's called the Ali something, where your manager can't be your promoter. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, this is exactly why the GM shouldn't be the owner, because the titles is like,
bro, he in bed with too many owners though. They should pass a rule like that, but the owners love his ass,
right?
Because he bring the money. Who won't tell him? Yeah,
he bring the money, right? Facts.
Hey, y'all. Yeah. You know exactly what's gonna make the big change. We don't gotta say it. Y'all know what's gonna change it, and I do. And the day it happened, we'll come on here and say some prayers, and we're gonna talk about what's gonna go down.
I don't know, bro, because I'm looking at Steven right now, and I'm like, Steven, Like it happened with the Raiders, and the Raiders still ain't been back. Hell,
I need Steven to be Jenny Buss.
I'll say this. When it happens and it becomes Steven's full team, the fan base for the Dallas Cowboys will fall off a cliff, because the one thing that Jerry does have, as bad as he is, he has the gift of gab.
He can bring us back.
He has the gift of gab. Steven doesn't have that. I hate when Steven talks. You know what I'm saying? Jerry is like an old pimp, even though he ain't saying nothing. Even though he ain't saying nothing, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he called him an old pimp.
He is. Jerry Jones,
bro, salesman, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, "Hey, baby, let me tell you what I'm saying." So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you'd be like, "Okay,
they be spitting that game."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm saying? He be using them Jerry-isms. That's game, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but Steven doesn't have that. When Steven talks, it sounds like womp, 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 womp. At least Jerry can sell the fan base still a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So even when you down and out, you know what I'm saying? You feel like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we actually gonna be maybe.
I don't think he even got the patience for it, bro.
He does have the prettiest deep ball he's ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like he can put that magic on to let you least believe and be a little delusional.
I think Steven gonna be like Jenny Buss. I think Jenny got tired and sold that bad boy. I think
Steven won't do it. You have to have Charlotte.
I think with Jerry gone, he'll be like, you know what? Y'all
got pride from his. You got pride from his fingers, bro.
No.
You don't think so?
You have to have Charlotte. Maybe
might offer him like $40 billion. He might be like, I'm done.
Nah, he gonna run it because what my father would have won.
You think he won all them titles? I think that's a Jerry thing.
No, it's Steven. It's Steve because he like it now.
Right, wishful thinking.
And co-CEO. You know what I'm saying? Co-CEO.
Co-owner.
Yeah, co-owner. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna ask y'all this. I know none of the other stuff matters. But y'all too good at football minds for me to let y'all get up out of here without talking no football.
That's what I'm saying. Let's put the football.
Let's put a bow on.
So bring.
Y'all got anything else to say about it?
His name back. You know what I'm saying? I forgot.
No. He could. If you catch it, we grown men. We're gonna talk about what we want to.
Right.
But I do look. I appreciate y'all football minds, bro. There's a reason why this show works. You know what I'm saying? It's three different personalities, three different mindsets, It's a contrasting, but we agree, but we disagree. And as much as draining as the Cowboys are, y'all doing yourself a disservice because y'all football mind is important in the community. It's some goofy ass shit out here getting floated. I'm not even taking slight at no content creators. I'm talking about the fans too. It's a lot of shit going on where I'm not trying to sound like we the Avengers or nothing like that, but like it's important for good football talk to be floated out there. And to be honest with you, the sad thing is there's some good football things happening that's running concurrent with this, and it's pissing me off. Like, I know you brought up, I was big on Trayvon Holden, and he's showing up too, because you know who I'm not big on. I ain't gonna say his name. So I'm seeing that. I also like what I saw from Shotty today. Because I know it's childish to a lot of people. Like, what you gonna do? Make him run? I think he's in an eternal fight with himself, trying to establish some type of respect. And as goofy as it may sound, when I saw fights at camp with McCarthy, he was like, "Y'all handle it." He let Dak and them go out there and break them fights up. I don't care if I don't care if it's like you got one chance to establish yourself and then it's over. Like as a parent, if you give your kids everything, you try to come back at 12, like, "Hey, you gonna listen to me?" Hell no, it's over, dog. You don't got no respect. So I'm glad he's trying. I ain't saying it's working.
Yeah, I do love he's trying.
He cursing, and they might be laughing at him behind his back, but you know what? They asses ran.
Right.
They could have just stood there. That would have been a whole nother story if they didn't run. So my point is, with that happening, what was y'all like? True, and if you think it's goofy, that's fair. I want to just know your thoughts on the running.
Honestly, I've loved the things that he's done football wise as a coach. You know what I'm saying? From football standpoint, like a lot of people are looking at the injuries piling up and all that type of stuff, and saying that practices are too physical, and he's coming back like, nah, like
I disagree with that too.
We're gonna do that. Here's my thing. We've been soft for years. Of course, guys are getting hurt. We got to get calloused. We have to go through this. You know what I'm saying? In order to be ready for the year.
Because I think it'll carry over.
Yeah, so I think that's part of his father in him, because Marty was known for physical teams. What did they say? Marty ball. You're gonna play. You're gonna tackle well. You're gonna run the ball. You know, ball security, all that type of stuff. And so you're starting to see him implement those things, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? The running and stuff like that. The discipline aspect. I know Tuck is probably going to go a different angle with it. I know Tuck's going a different angle, and I agree with his angle, but I do appreciate that he's trying. You know what I'm saying? And now, huh?
You saw the quote from earlier?
Which one?
Y'all see, because I did see this quote earlier. I wanted to ask y'all this too. They said, "Hey man, with the competition on the offensive line, like, you know, what's the strategy going forward?" And he brought up the buzzword. I know he buzzwording y'all to death. He started talking about running the ball. But he said, we need to run the ball and shove it up their ass. I ain't now pause if necessary. But he is. I know y'all been saying they about to throw that pill 50 times a game.
Gamesmanship, dog. He ain't about to tell everybody.
That's what I want to know. Do you
all 31 teams that I'm about to throw the ball? Bro, look at the optics. You don't believe it. Follow the money train. Follow the money. The money tells you we about to air this thing out.
To flip you, DMV. What you need to see?
I need to see us run the ball and do it.
Right. No, and but like how many games? Like not just a game. Well, how much consistency will it take for you to be like?
I gotta see a whole year, bro, and I gotta see the front. I gotta see the front office be okay with it, because I've seen us do things. And then all of a sudden, it seems like we change it up. Like, remember with Kellen Moore, we would do all these motions and we would score like 50 points. And then the next week, we would go stagnant as hell. Like, I need to see.
I wanted to know your opinion. That's real.
I need to see consistency, and I need to see that you're going to actually be committed to.
So no lip service. You need some action.
For me,
but I'm just going to tell you what I've been seeing in camp. It ain't look like we've been running a whole bunch. We've been throwing a lot. Every time I look, Trayvon Holden, George Pickens. We see about 50 George Pickens posts a day. So that means we're doing
nice like that, though.
Huh?
Right. I see a little Jadon Blue in there, little Miles.
But every once in a while sprinkled in.
What was Jadon Blue's biggest highlight, Ron? He caught that deep ball.
Not today. Today
he caught that deep ball. He caught that deep ball throw.
It was all right, though.
Now, I'll say this for me personally, and I kind of go back to the shoddy and the make people run stuff.
I definitely need your opinion on it.
I would say for me it's week 1, because even if we lose to Philly, I want to see are you willing to go out the way that you've been talking about that you want to go in. So don't go out there and be like, oh, well, we got a little bit behind versus Philly and we had to open. Like, no, bro, if you want to be this dominant run team, then we're going
to show me.
All right. So now
shout
you have
the boss.
Boss, show me.
Boss, show me. You have one of the best run defenses in football. Here you go. Show it to me. And if they go out there and let's say we lose by, I don't know, 7 or 6 or whatever, but we went out there, died trying to run the game with Javonte Williams. I'm like, okay, they really about that life. But
that's more fair. DMV got me waiting until January.
If you go out there in 2 series and all of a sudden the run gets shut down, and it's like, all right, here we go. Yeah. And now we earn that
DMV,
thing.
Can I interest you in 4 games?
Nah, bro. Hey, look, they gotta show me, dog. They gotta show me. They gotta show me, dog. I don't believe in 1 week, because I've seen us do things where we like, man, about time they did this, and they went right back.
Are you going to do it versus a killer? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to do it?
That's why I give you that, Tuck.
Yeah, because
we got a bunch of killers, Tuck. We got a bunch of killers.
You do. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be able to.
Week 1 is important. He right.
Right. So if could you remember that game when we played versus Tampa when Dak got off of injury, right, in 2021, right? And Kellen Moore
game. I know we
Kellen Moore saw Vita Vea and he tried to run the ball with Zeke and Pollard for 2 attempts and he just abandoned it. Let Shotty do that. You know what I'm saying? Let Shotty do that. I'm gonna be
There's a difference though. You're right, Tuck. Let me expound on your point. I'll let you finish. You're right. It's a difference because his fabric and the way he talks, I've never heard the other I've heard McCarthy say stuff about the running game, but not with this conviction. So, his actions have shown that he wants to run the ball. The only thing that he hasn't done, which I don't know if he's in full control of, is go get a great running back. I don't know if he has the full control. I do think that Shotty wants to run, but I do think they're doing him dirty by giving him some Dollar Tree ingredients. Right. I think he wants to run the ball. I do believe him. But I think they're like, yo, you got to make these backs work because I ain't giving you nothing else.
Right. Maybe he's gonna try and say, see, I told y'all gave me this. I can't make it work. I need your back.
Tim was like, yo, we need some defensive.
That's what I'm saying. What Quan is saying, bro. Like we saw them Kylie Ringo videos. If you're going to go to Philly,
Quan ain't playing with y'all.
Week 1, opening night of the NFL, you gotta go out and shoot them up with Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and now Jake Ferguson and Dak Prescott, bro.
If you gonna run at them, you gotta run on them edges because them middle's clogged.
I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like I'm just not for the run thing this year. I'm really not, because our team is loaded for the pass.
They gotta have some balance.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. I'm going back to air them out because I'm trying to win ball games. And if you tell me who do I want the ball in their hands, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens.
Bro, even with Pat Mahomes, they'll give it to Pacheco sometimes.
You're gonna mix in the run, bro. But
that's what I mean. Yeah, balance.
But I feel like we're gonna have to air Philly out. I really feel like to win this game, we're gonna have to air them out because we ain't got no corners. We ain't got no corners either.
What I tell you, greatest show on turf, right? We're gonna have to come up with a catchy name because we're gonna be like,
bro, I want to go to Philly and I want Dak and Pickens throwing grenades.
If we go out there and do what y'all saying, which is fine, if that's what it ends up being, I better not hear nobody say shit at the end of the year about number 4. Because if your team is not going to attempt to have any balance and they're going to just do him differently than any other quarterback, even Joe Burrow had Joe Mixon. If he is tasked by himself, I better not hear Dak can't get it done. Everybody better just live with the 5,000 yards and shut y'all punk asses up.
But what's different though? That doesn't change anything. It still is going to be the same, and it was always on his back the whole time. Pause. Like
no, my point is though. But I'm not going to let everybody blame it on him though. I'm not going to let Jerry. Yeah, that was wild. They're going to get you in the comments. My chat be tripping. They're going to pause police out there. They in the comments with the pause police. Nah, but I'm serious though. I'm like Jerry Jones, Will McClay, all them. They get the skirt out the back.
Go ahead, my man.
I don't even know what I said. It was me.
No, it was DMV talking about putting it on Dak's back. All right,
So crazy. It was,
my
I
bad.
didn't even know. I thought I said
we
something.
can't be group chat behavior in public.
Hey, I said
That's
pause,
all
bro.
good. No,
I
I'm
said
just
pause.
saying, like, what'll happen is all this will happen. Dak will go out there and do what he can. He will fail, and then no one will talk about balance. They'll talk about it, just be like, yo, he folded in the biggest moments. But in the biggest moments, when things get tight for Jalen Hurts, he turned his ass around and handed the ball off. When it get tight for Baker Mayfield, he handed to Bucky Irvin. Where everybody get to hand it off, but Dak got to go out there and throw the ball 4 times in a row to stop routes and be like, oh, I wonder why it's sick. Fred Warner keep jumping in front of the because it's predictable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm cool with airing it out, but I'm not also going to be like, yo, I don't know why we look like we were doing the same thing at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make our bed and let's lay in it, but be happy with it.
Yeah, man, air the thing out, man. So going back to the shoddy run thing, right? Now, I kind of found it funny because for those who didn't see, the Dallas Cowboys came out to practice today, and they had some coaches dressed up in Rocky.
It was a Rocky day.
They had boxing gloves on, and they were out there punching and fighting, talking about we're gonna finish the fight today, or whatever their theme was today is about fighting tough in practice. And then people start fighting, and then they end the practice. And make them like, bro, the whole theme of today's practice was to fight. Now, I get what Shoddy is trying to do, right? He wants to establish some discipline. He kind of said, like, hey, we felt like that's been the Achilles heel when it comes to the Cowboys' discipline. So I get that. I spoke to Gerald McCoy, who played in Dallas, and he also played in Tampa. You guys are familiar with Gerald McCoy. Me personally, I didn't know people had to run in the NFL. I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? I never seen like get the line. Like he says, bro, it happens all the time. So what Shoddy is doing, Cowboys Nation, sorry to spoil it. It's nothing new. They did it with Mike McCarthy. They did it with Brian Schottenheimer. They've done it in Tampa.
I like it.
So but here's my thing. I want the disciplinary stuff to be real issues in Dallas. We ain't never had to worry about no players throwing no punches. Actually, I would prefer if more would throw punches.
Nah, right? Randy Gregory used to trip.
But when did he get kicked out? Like, I know Tristan Hill got kicked out.
Tackled a lineman in a playoff game. I'm still mad about that. Did he get kicked out? He tackled a whole offensive lineman. But did he get? It wasn't throwing a punch though. I think Tristan Hill. He didn't throw a punch. I'm just saying he got emotional.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is the discipline needs to come from disciplinary things, right?
I get it.
And it's like what Gerald McCoy was telling me, right? If you jumping off sides, right, that's when your ass needs to get on the line, right? Or you having false starts, or like what happened in Ben Johnson and Luther Burden. Luther Burden was lining up wrong. Like that's where I
heard about that too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he messing with my dog. You know what I'm saying? They got Luther
Ben
Burden.
apparently out there. Ben Johnson out there. Wow.
Yeah, that's the discipline
right
we
there,
need, right? The penalties. You know, hell, I would have been okay with it. Make the team run for what Kavontae Turpin was doing on you know what I'm saying, the holiday weekend. So we all, you know what I'm saying, like that's what we need. Like as far as throwing a punch, bro, you don't need it. You know
they said it was 3 fights before it happened.
And see that's another thing I had a problem with, because I think they kicked Johnny Cornelius out, right? Mm-hmm. So if there was multiple, if it was multiple fights, bro, why was there only one player kicked out? The one person that we could care less if he's out there at practice or not. So who else was fighting? You know? So
we gonna look. Hey, Clarence gonna drop them dimes. You know, Clarence Hill.
So you gotta set the tone, bro.
Sure
so if you say no fighting, I don't care if it's CeeDee Lamb. He needs to get kicked out of practice. Like it needs to be. You kick the Johnny Cornelius out of practice. Oh, big whoop. You know what I'm saying? Who cares, right? So I get it. I understand he's trying to establish this culture and standard, but also, y'all, there's other disciplinary things that we really need to focus on, because I want to see the team with some fight. I feel like if this team is going to win, they're going to have some fight. They're going to have some toughness, and they're going to have to be a little scrappy within reason, right? You shouldn't be punching, throwing fights. You know what I'm saying?
Because they start fighting in the game.
I do have a question, though. I do have a question, because I don't know, Tuck, if you got an opportunity to really watch like the scrimmaging when they were doing the pads and stuff like that. I know that they have officials out there. We have not. I know in years past we've seen flags and stuff like that. We have not seen a lot of flags. So would you say that like maybe the discipline's working? Because I do think that we're playing a lot cleaner football right now.
or they just haven't been talking about it.
I think this is the infancy stage of him building the buzzword, his culture.
Right.
I think this is the most important thing, like I said, is like just establishing yourself as who you are. Shotty did a whole lot of hugging and campfire singing, and I'm making a Shotty.
Yeah, turn it on. Yeah,
he was your best friend, but you got to wait for your moment. You can't just start yelling off. That's when your substitutes start yelling, and y'all just walked in the room. You're like, I don't even know you.
Right.
He tried to gain their trust. He waited for the first moment, and then he took advantage. Like, you got to wait for an organic moment. The other day, not today, the other day, when he said, yo, I'll kick y'all out of practice.
Right.
So today was his, I know it was just Cornelius, but today was, well, you got to uphold your end of the bargain because they're out here swinging. So today he had to reestablish himself. And whether the players think he a joke or not, what they can't do is say that he ain't say, they can't like act like, oh,
he's a man of his word. Right.
He a man of his word. And I think that's important going forward. Cause like what y'all saying is the ultimate goal. I need y'all to listen to me and have some discipline.
Right.
So the next step for him will be when someone do something in the game, how do you respond?
Right.
Because I've seen I hate him, but I've seen Sirianni chew out players.
Right.
And the Lord, they got a bouncer dude, they get in between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, but I've seen him had an emotion enough to get on a player.
Right.
And I never seen Mike y'all ain't gonna want to hear this, but I don't care. When Dak has a moment, I need to see Shotty be like, what was that? Because I see coaches do that.
Right.
You feel me?
I've seen the coach not do it.
Dak. It's just about you got the so-called leader or Micah. You got to be able to get on them too.
Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about, Ron.
You gonna see though.
Right now is cute, right? It's easy to do it at camp, but let's say George Pickens over there pouting or something like that. Now where's the fire, bro? I want to see it now. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's what we did.
But if you do it right though, if you gain the player's trust right,
you have to gain the trust.
It's like Luther Burden. They said Luther Burden got chewed out by Ben Johnson.
Right.
But there's another part of that story. If you read deeper, they said he received the criticism well.
Right.
Like literally they put that in the story. So yeah, George Pickens might need to get reeled in one day.
Right.
But even when George Pickens got reeled in by Mike Tomlin, he respected him enough to not disrespect him. So I do want to see Shotty when he does have those disciplinary moments with the bigger names on his team. Let's see where their respect level is, because if he like tries to pull CeeDee Lamb to the side and CeeDee Lamb just walks away from him, we in trouble.
Right.
But you know what?
I remember that time frame when CeeDee Lamb was like doing the pout and stuff. Like Mike McCarthy was just like, like we need someone to be, hey, bro. Like it was that Ravens game actually. Hey, bro, get your.
It ain't even about yelling at him. Just you got the authority to be like, yo, we ain't got time for that right now.
Right.
That part. But you know what though, guys? The thing about leadership though is knowing how your guys tick. And this is the one thing that I do like about him. He talked about this at the presser today.
You a coach, DMV? Break it down.
Yeah. So he talked about like, you know, if they bring their families or whatever, like, yeah, why didn't you introduce me to your families, meeting the families and stuff like that, knowing how they tick. Maybe it's gonna look like he picking and choosing, but maybe he knows that it makes this guy tick if I yell at you. But this person, you know what I'm saying? I got to be able to talk to you in a different tone. Like, it's going to look. It's going to look different. So I think that's the one thing, him knowing these guys, everybody got a nickname, all this type of stuff. So it might look like he picking and choosing, but maybe he knows how these guys tick. Maybe he knew kicking Youngin out of practice, you know what I'm saying, was going to make him come back the next day and you know, be locked in and all that type of stuff. So maybe he knows.
Because we're going to joke on it right now. He shake everybody's hand. Like, we're going to joke on it right now because we need to see some results from it.
Well, I was gonna say Andy Reid. Andy Reid. You could look at him and say he got the most undisciplined organization that there is. Because
that's what I'm saying, bro. The Chiefs rookie left tackle was playing phenomenal out here in camp. Josh Simmons.
Josh Simmons.
That's who we should have got. But hey,
Josh Simmons unloaded on their defensive end and threw hands.
I saw it.
Andy Reid was like, all right, you know what I'm saying, next back. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a big deal, right? Because Andy Reid, he don't care about that stuff. Like we seen Travis Kelce punch on people before. You know what I'm saying?
Travis Kelce yell at Andy Reid right in his face.
Right. But he respect
that man. They respect that man.
They respect Andy Reid, and they have the good cop and the bad cop. They have Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce. They also have Chris Jones, right? So
I bet you Andy wild behind the scenes, though. Don't let that mustache fool you. He probably
I'm saying that he has voices that are respecting that locker room. They police it, right? They police it. Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, and Pat Mahomes, they police everything.
You're right.
So they don't have to do it, right? I don't think the Cowboys really have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not yet, right? You know, not yet. Mike is growing into it. CD's growing to it. That's really not Dak's role.
I feel like if they just stop hating on some of the players, they could do it.
Right.
Look, it all comes full circle. If you just stop playing, your leaders will be able to lead. Instead, Micah sitting on the side like this,
right,
watching drills.
Right, then you're falling asleep.
He can't even lead. He like, yo, I'm gonna text you later. I see something you can work on because I can't get in the drill.
Right. Facts. So now let's get into some player stuff, right? So I know the concern for a lot of people, and also subscribe to the channels, like the channel, share the content, let everybody know that we live right now, Cover 3 style. I saw the comments about Mozzie Smith getting moved out the club. So Romo,
thrown out the club.
As far as your confidence level in Mozzie Smith, are you just like, all right, bro, I'm kind of done with it, or do you still have some hope for when it comes to?
You want me to tell you for real?
Yeah, we keep it real.
Live stream the day before yesterday. Not yesterday. Yesterday was with Lou. Shout out to Lou and Henny. It's a good little show.
Good dogs.
It's just organic. I said, you know what? I got this thing I'm gonna start doing. It's called I'm tired of this shit car, right? And it's players that I done gave a chance, and I'm burnt out. Mm-hmm. Watching him get pushed around the other day, just kind of like I was like, I'm done. Because it looked like it wasn't that he got pushed around. It's like, yo, you should have swung on Tyler Smith.
Right.
Where your emotion at?
Yeah, you should have threw a punch.
Yeah, but so I said, you know what, Mozzie driving now. I'm tired of this shit car. I'm done. Right out of Dallas. I said, Mozzie driving. I said, Tolbert in the passenger seat. Oh, I said Dono in the back seat.
Man, what the hell Tolbert do? Yo,
he just caught a stray. Well,
you better put Schoon in the back.
He got a spoonmaker in that car. But listen,
yes,
all jokes aside, maybe the two players out of that equation I'm really tired of. I am kind of tired of. I want somebody else to get a chance. I'm kind of tired of Dono, but this ain't what that's about. Mozzie Smith, bro. I'm sorry. It ain't just that he looked bad. It's that he don't even look like he got no pride to the look bad. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm misreading it, but it's just like he got thrown out the club, not just yesterday or the day before. Every day. It's like somebody else getting a turn. Like, it's my turn to throw Mozzie. He's getting pushed off the clip. Like, don't get pushed 7 yards. Like, it's OD.
Right.
I am not an athlete. I'm 42. I feel like I have more fight.
But not you, Rome. I think the situation is, and we'll see it when we get to Saturday, right? When you look at a Perion Winfrey compared to Mozzie Smith, you're gonna sit back and say, well, damn, Tuck, why? You know what I'm saying?
Because I like Perion.
I know why.
I do too. I love the kid coming out the dress. When we got on, I said, oh, hey.
I didn't know.
Hey, I said, hey, we might have did it again. We might have did it again, right? Because I know the one thing this kid coming out of Oklahoma was his motor.
That's what all I keep hearing, Tuck.
His motor was just on go. And now you take a kid who was drafted, he's like 4th or 5th round, I forgot, was out of the league due to some.
He got this though. He got that chip now.
You know what I'm saying? He had to go play in the UFL, and now you toss him into the Dallas Cowboys Nation. But also, Perion Winfrey probably looking around and saying, "They got a light on." He goes, "Hey, I actually got a real chance for this shit."
Bro, him and Jay Toya
roster. Yeah, they say Jay Toya took some first team reps today too.
Right,
Jay Toya
and gave him hell today. They gave the offensive line hell.
Right,
bro. Mozzie might get cut and like retained on the practice squad because ain't nobody gonna bring him up.
So, but here's my thing about Mozzie though. Here's the difference of why Winfrey could come in here, Tuck, and do those things, and where Mozzie is. Mozzie's confidence is shot, and it's because since he's gotten in here, they say you're gonna do this. Then you know what I'm saying. Then it's like you're gonna do this. Then you're gonna lose his weight, and then you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do that.
We part of the problem.
Will McClay need his ass whooped for this pick, bro. Like,
because the thing was, and they said it in the draft, it wasn't what Dan Quinn. This was not a Mike McCarthy pick. It's not what Dan likes to do. Is what they say.
Nobody wanted.
And so they just put it on Dan Quinn because they needed a run stopper, and they probably like, well, what I'm going to do with this? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel bad for Mozzie, but here's the problem, y'all. The one thing that Mozzie could do come out of Michigan, I wasn't much of a fan of him because I know a lot of people talk about the Jalen Carter stuff. Like, bro, like people got to realize the Jalen Carter versus Mozzie stuff happened before they were even drafted. And I was just like, absolutely not, right? But the one thing that Mozzie could do is be big and strong. You took that away from him.
You made him lose weight multiple times. Now that I think about it, like I don't think that they wanted him big, because that's multiple coaching staffs that that this has happened to. And it's
sad thing is, bro, how old is Mozzie?
Was he an older prospect?
24, 25?
Yeah.
Like Mozzie Smith will leave the Cowboys, unceremoniously. He'll go to a team. He'll get out of the spotlight. They'll let him build his body back up. And I'm not saying he'll become a Pro Bowler, but we'll look up in 3-4 years and Mozzie will be a serviceable defensive tackle. And we'll be like, what happened with Dallas? Because you're right. They just kept playing with him.
Right.
Like, okay, that sounded crazy. But you know what I'm talking about. Like, that sounded wild. Hey, I'm going to let y'all take over. I'm on pause timeout. My fault.
We're so childish. All right, man. but exactly the fluctuation, bro. Like they
said Jesus in the chat. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I hate y'all. I wouldn't even have thought about that if it wasn't for earlier.
but yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Like,
say stuff.
It's just too much when it comes to Mozzie. So his confidence. Because when he gains, I feel like Mozzie gained some momentum last year, even though it was kind of small, minor steps. But then it's like, all right, you made some steps in the right direction, but now lose that weight you put on last year. And now we want you to get back upfield again. Like, you know what I'm saying? The stuff you couldn't do your rookie year, go back to that, forget it. So it's like, I just think that one, I'm not saying Mozzie's a bust. I hate putting that word on kids, right? I would just say this. The expectations that he was going to be the guy for us at that position, I probably would toss that away. Because like I said, once we get to this preseason film, y'all, Jay Toye and also not only Perion Winfrey, but I feel like once we got to see Tommy King Basote as well, you're like, hey man, these boys are moving. Like they are out there moving. And Mozzie is, I don't know.
Before we get to supers and stuff like that, I do want to ask y'all that. Because who our first preseason game?
The
Rams before the scrimmage.
That's the
Give me 3 players you want to see. And Joe Milton is low-hanging fruit, so don't do that, DMV. Give me 3 players. Now, I know you want to see Joe Milton. So outside of Joe, 3 other players, any positions that y'all can't wait to see. And then we'll just roll over that before we do super chats.
Okay. One, I say Kyer Elam. Because
I like Kyer, man.
I've been seeing some things the last couple of days, so I wonder what he does against somebody else, because maybe we've been giving away some tendencies or something like that. He's been picking it up. I want to see. Obviously, I want to see Tyler Booker. I want to see, again, tendencies. Maybe I seen him beat up on somebody. Pause. I forget who it was.
Osa.
It was Osa. Yeah. He put Osa. He put Osa.
I don't know how I feel about that. We're gonna do one.
Right. Yeah, he put Osa down today. So I want to see Tyler Booker, and I actually want to see Maris Luafau, because I've been hearing good things.
Maris, that's a good name.
Yeah, I've been hearing some really good things about him, and it's, a lot of people haven't been talking, but you get a guy like No C Walker, and No C's been giving us really good nuggets too. And honorable mention Jay Toia too, because he talked about him today.
I want to see him. Yep.
For me, it would have been Tyler Guyton, but that's going to be a no-go. I'll probably say I'll probably say for me, Donovan Zikaraku, right? I think he's going to be something I really want to watch, because I feel like he's going to open up a whole different conversation.
Took mine. That's exactly what
so I feel like Donovan Zikaraku will be one. 2, I'm going to kind of throw you guys a curveball. I think that Zion Childress, our undrafted free agent out of Kentucky.
Who got that? Was it a one-handed pick?
Yeah. So like this is a kid, y'all, because I know that a lot of people
like that.
About, Kyer Elam and Bland playing on the outsides, who's going to play the slot. This is a kid who played a lot in the slot in Kentucky. He's athletic, and the thing that Shotty kind of spoke about it, and Eberflus said about it, is like, we want our corners to come and tackle. Well, this is a kid who's not afraid to tackle as well. So I'll probably throw Zion in there.
You think if Diggs ain't ready, you think we can get some Zion at slot?
Well,
Bland and Elam outside.
Well, I think with Diggs being out, Kalen Carson now being injured, you're gonna have a conversation about who's gonna maybe get that third spot. As far as
Elam is locked his up though. I do.
Yeah, you're gonna I think that you're gonna get Kyer Elam, Deron Bland, and then whoever top, right? Week 1, and I feel like it might not be Zion because he's undrafted, but he's also a guy that I feel like can kind of rise a little bit. So we'll see. And then of course Perion Winfrey will be my third that I'm really going to be watching for camp. I mean, but we're going to be breaking down the whole thing. But I think those 3, I'm really going to be focusing on early. So those will probably be the first film sessions. I know Jadon Blue will probably be the first film session that everyone drops because then
of course.
And clicks, but nah, I want to see some dogs. I want to see some dogs that I think can really help us throughout the course of the season. And I think that those 3 will probably be some sleepers that can probably do it.
Okay. Well, mine, I'm going to cheat. And the entire, I need to see everyone dressed that play running back outside of Deuce, because he apparently nicked up. If I see somebody with a hoodie on, I'm going to flip out.
Eating sunflower seeds. Well, I think that's a good point, Ron. That's also what I'm looking. Hey, don't be giving out
Williams or Miles Sanders wearing a hoodie. I'm gonna punch somebody.
That's what I'm saying. Don't be giving out no freebies. Like even with my dog Jalen Tolbert, no, he don't need to be on the sidelines with his chains on eating sunflower seeds. So that's also some.
Pickens and CeeDee Lamb gonna be.
Yeah. Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Go get your sunflower seeds, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Work on your dap.
Yeah, I don't want to see Pickens at all in preseason. Actually,
I want to see Sam Williams. Because I'm positive he's gonna dress. I can't wait. I think Sam is hungry. So since you took Dono, that's a new Dono too. Dono lost his name. It's Donovan Wilson.
Right.
No, but I think Sam Williams is hungry, man. So the running backs, all of them. I would let it give Hunter some runs. Maybe he got the juice. I want to see was it Sam Williams? And I ain't gonna lie, man. Since they took tight end 1 away from Brevin, I want to see the tight end room. A couple of because I want to see Brevin Spann, and I want to see John Stevens, man. That was Brevin before Brevin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's had some drops this camp too, so a good preseason game would be good for him.
Damn.
Yeah, Dak put that joint right in the breadbasket the other day. He dropped a wide open corner. I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm. Honorable mention. Well, back to the DMV though. Look, man, because I'm out on Mozzie right now, and I'm tired of this shit car. I do want to see Jay Toya. I just want to see him active. I'm not doing the whole he's Vita Vea thing because they look alike. I'm just going to say, if we're not going to go get a 1-tech and we're going to play this whole 3-techs slash up field and be disruptive thing, if he's our only hope, I want him to at least be serviceable. So I need to just see, can he be serviceable? You know what I'm saying? So I am going to be watching to see what he do. I know he's going to get some run this weekend. And even if he could just be big and sloppy and not get pushed off the ball, I'm going to be like, okay, make it hard for people to double team you. That's it.
Right.
You only got no pass rush. That's it. Just be difficult to move.
And I'm gonna give you guys a fun ass matchup to watch.
Right? Okay.
My dogs going back and forth at it. Tyler Booker with Braden Fisk for the Rams. I want to see that match.
You think Braden gonna play?
I think he might, bro.
McVay got a little bit of y'all playing to him.
Yeah, you might get a few reps from Braden because I'm trying to think how many preseason games they had.
I think that's a really good.
You think first playing because Nate Thomas gonna die?
If you don't get it for preseason, you'll probably get it during the scrimmage game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
so
I don't want to see Nathan Thomas verse. That's not fair.
Not with Dak out there. You can put Milton.
And see, that's the thing that sucks with Tyler Guyton going down, and this is why we needed to take left tackle a little
want to
bit
see him
more
verse.
serious.
So
And now
bad.
you ain't gonna get Dak in the preseason. He's not gonna play. And
bro, they weren't gonna play him. Bro,
he need a couple snaps, in my opinion.
Tony Romo ruined it for the Cowboys. I would love for Dak to play.
Did he ruin it though? Because we ran into Dak because of that.
Mahomes can play in the preseason, no one in the NFL should have an excuse.
I agree.
My point.
Jalen Hurts plays too, and he won the Super Bowl. He plays.
Dak ain't got no excuse. Shotty would earn some kudo points for me if Ford trotted his ass out there and played a little bit.
I don't care if he handed the ball off 3 times.
You can't have this message about every day we're trying to compete, and then half our rosters just sitting down in hoodies eating sunflower seeds, bro. Like,
that's a good ass point, Tom.
It was disgusting last year, bro. Because, like I said, even as a Jalen Tolbert guy, I'm like, bro, you at your chain on eating sunflower? Like, even
he was chilling.
Everybody was chilling. Zeke,
that pissed me off, bro.
I'm just like, hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Dono too. Dono was chilling.
A lot of them were like our entire roster was over there just chilling. So I'm just like, I need to see some of y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? They
should be having a fight to keep you off the field.
Right.
Any young player should be like, I want to dress.
Well, remember they had Mike out there his rookie year, you know?
Dak should want to play too, but like young players, what you mean? This is what you out here for. You should want to go showcase. Because I tell you one person, I ain't say him, and I should have. Trayshawn Holden can't wait to get out there with Joe Milton.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And see, that's going to be the good part this year. No, not to Trey, because he's playing tomorrow night, is that we can actually be able to analyze.
Joe slinging that pill too
this year, because Joe going to show out. And then he also will Greer. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get to kind of get good quality reps.
We'll throw it around a little bit. You're right, Chuck.
Yeah.
So we'll
I thought Will was better than Cooper Rush, but I digress.
Cooper Rush, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, so like we'll get to kind of analyze, and that's what I can't wait for.
That's a good point. Like, because when Rush out there used to be boring. I ain't trying to watch this.
Right. Yeah,
I will fall asleep at that 10:00 game, bro. Like,
Joe Milton out there watching all the series.
Yeah, Joe. This is what I'm excited for. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's just like, all right, we get past all the camp clip shit, and now we get the real film.
Dak gonna want to play. Joe gonna have 2 good preseason games. Hey, let me go and get a
series.
They already called him Bazooka Joe. Joe.
I just want to work out the kick.
We need to give Joe Milton the cowboy hat, Bazooka Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Joe for an 80-yard bomb. Dak gonna be like, I was always gonna play a series.
I like Joe. He's a gunslinger.
Hey, but you know what though? That actually happened with Dak, because Dak's first preseason game, I think, was against the Chargers, and he lit it up. Mm-hmm. And then Romo, I think, played against Seattle, and that's when he got hurt. And then Dak came in, and you know what I'm saying, that was
rest is history.
Zeke
I'm not wishing injury on nobody, but this ain't the year to get a hamstring, because Joe cannot wait.
And I think that that's why he's got to stay sharp, bro. He's got to stay sharp, because he knows what it was like when he was in that seat
in the first place. I want him to be looking over his shoulder.
He got to be seeing Younger doing the backflips. Like, dang.
That is something that, not just with Dak, even with Tony Romo, I always wanted in Dallas, was quarterback competition, like a real one. You know what I'm saying? Not Brad Johnson or Bray. Like, I really wanted a quarterback, and I feel like it's not a competition, but it's Joe Milton's enough to make you a little concerned. I feel like I feel like Dak saw Trey and was like, all right, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? But with Joe, everybody like, man, him and Pickens in there playing video games. He out here dancing with Cooper. BB, hold on, bro. Like,
I get this though. They did an interview with Joe Milton, and I was surprised at this, because some quarterbacks be hating. And he said, bro, when I got here, it was different. He said, Dak ain't been doing nothing but trying to help me get better. Right. And I got to give it to Dak, because some people would have been like, I ain't helping you with nothing, big dog. Like, that ain't my job.
Right.
It's not, I don't even think that he doesn't think that Joe's a threat. I think that Dak, that's just his personality. We teammates, because he might be helping his replacement.
No, man, it's a little Ben DiNucci. You know what I'm saying? I love Ben DiNucci.
You took a shot at Ben. I didn't even know you.
No, I mean,
I love Ben. You got him hats behind me.
Man. Ben got a lot of my money. Hell, you know what I'm saying? It's a bit.
And whoever owned Dad Gang and got the rest of it. I bought like 8 Dad Gang hats.
Yeah, fact.
Hey, look, I didn't stop buying Dallas hats. I bought a draft hat, then I just started buying Dad Gang and Dallas hats, like those hats, not the traditional ones with the star, because Jerry and them been tripping.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of dying down the merch as well. But yo, Cowboys Nation, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get to these super chats.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Why does Trayshawn Holden and Diggs got the same number 7? Probably because it's just
you can wear the same number while you're in camp.
Right.
So
in camp.
You don't gotta
one
choose
blue,
your
one
number.
white. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, all these numbers going to switch. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not buying no.
Remember that used to be a thing? Yeah, that blue and white.
He's gonna be 87. He's gonna be 87 for the game.
I was gonna ask, what happened to the blue and white scrimmage?
That ain't a thing no more.
Well, I remember when Mike McCarthy duped us with that. I'll never forget that.
He was showing kneecaps and cleats.
That was during the pandemic, and we was finally going to get football. Blue and white scrimmage. I remember I grilled out, bro. I went to the liquor store.
We was just starting. I remember that joint.
Yeah, bro. I was so ready for that blue and white scrimmage, and Mike McCarthy had the back of their knee pads all zoomed in.
Bro, he was showing just the dirt.
the names was off the back.
He did all that hiding to be running slants and hitches.
Right,
bro, you should have showed us what we was doing.
I said, bro, I was so hurt, bro. I remember because I was Spoonie and them.
That's when we had. See, y'all don't even remember. That's when we had Clinton Dix on the team. It was that far back.
Right, Clinton Diggs. What was the dude from the Raiders?
Ontario Poe. Like we had some washed up players.
Like, yeah, bro. Like came in the game bad, man. My dog beat
in the bargain basement that year.
What was dude's name? Came from the Raiders, was a cornerback.
I mean, when you start your channel, bro, me and Tuck was out here flailing.
We came in the worst year
in I think like 2020. I think it was like 2018. I started it like the LVE year.
Oh, you started before me.
Oh, yeah. I was around because see, remember, I used to hang around Mark all the time. I was always at Mark house.
Yeah, you was
like
with the legend. You was with the legend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I fell off for a little bit, and then I like when y'all came back. Then I was like, all right, like
that was the
time I was just
Daryl Worley. That was in his name. Daryl Worley.
I remember him.
Yeah, Daryl.
Bro, we was out here arguing with Philly Notion. Y'all don't even remember them. Y'all wasn't in the street. Y'all wasn't outside yet,
bro.
We didn't came a long way. Bro. We didn't came a long way, man. Came a long way. Diggs learned from the first time they rushed him back. He don't trust those trainers. The trainers tell the Joneses what they want to hear. Facts, B Bird, but not everyone understands that.
Great point, B
Bird. Lunatic, my dog, man. Support New Cowboys Media, DC4L. Appreciate you, the Lunatic, man. The Lunatic was one of those two.
My dog.
I started in 2020, man. And I'm with Tuck. We're not out physically Philly throw it. Yeah, bro. I'm not trying to run the ball down Philly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Air them boys out. I want grenades. I want grenades all over the link. With Pickens.
We want that Mike Martz offense, baby.
Hey, look, I'm throwing at Kaylee Ringo.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, if we look up, it's like, oh man, you know, Javonte Williams got 25 carries and Miles Sanders got 15. You know, it was a close game, but you know, Diggs and Pickens only got 4 targets.
You'll be hot.
I ain't going out like that shotty, bro. Air them boys out. We need dubs. We can do all the cute stuff and hit them buzzwords later. I need dubs. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you're gonna dub this team is just air them boys out and let the body hit the flow.
And bring Gilly back.
Bring Gilly back
Facts.
Today.
Facts, man. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Turn on that notification bell. Subscribe to all the channels. We appreciate y'all. We're going to continue to rock. It's football season, y'all. We are here. Now, for me, CFO gang, I need to warn y'all. All right? So, you know what I'm saying? Let's just have a strong conversation. Them film sessions of Amari Hampton will drop on this channel. them Amari Hampton film sessions will drop. And I don't want to talk. Why are you breaking down? No, bro, they are going to drop. And I'm going to drop right after on Friday after Thursday's game. So I don't want to hear no complaining. And we're also going to start draft talk early as I will begin my NCAA football coverage starting 2 weeks. So it just is what it is, man. Darnell, appreciate you for the super chat. It says great show, fellas. Appreciate you all.
That's my dog, man. Appreciate you, Darnell.
Yes,
appreciate you, Cowboys Can fan, my guys, man. Maybe the link of the Cowboys Can fan. Maybe we can do like a cover 6, maybe. You know what
I'm supposed to go on with them tomorrow.
So okay,
we're gonna run that prevent defense.
yeah, I'm gonna hit my guys, man. Salute to them out there, man. We do some cover 6, you know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all, man, for subscribing. Like I said, we all got content. DMV, man, for everyone seeing for the first time, let everybody know they can find you, bro.
Hey, DMV Fanatic is real simple on all platforms.
Facts. Wrong, my dog. Let everybody know they can find you.
Hey, man, Cowboys Fan Talk on YouTube, Cowboys_Fan Talk on Twitter. Appreciate y'all, man, or X or whatever you call it. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. And I appreciate everybody for bearing with us, man. We're human. And sometimes we got to speak our mind about the team we love. It ain't always going to be rainbows and unicorns. Sometimes we got to keep it real to get to the real talk. So appreciate y'all.
Yeah, facts, man. And people, I mean, and here's the thing. I think the majority of the people in our community understand we got to get to the root of the problem. And sometimes you got to cut that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't just paint over. And I always kind of give the analogy of, you know, sometimes if you have mold in your wall, like, yeah, you can just change the paint. But, bro, you got to tear the walls down and remove the mold. You know what I'm saying?
I lost my damn camera.
But that's sometimes what you got to do, man. I hate having these conversations. I know all of us hate having these conversations, and that's why we're so vocal about it, because we want to stop doing this where we can just focus on football. And for everyone seeing me for the first time, J Tuck, follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151, YouTube channel CFO Sports. Like I said, I'll be doing full college football coverage starting 2 Mondays from now, and then also the NFC East Roundtable show, and then I also got the Big Dallas Tailgate firing back up with my dog Des Bryant. And if you've never been, it's a spectacle, man. He's playing big stuff right now. It's crazy things actually probably calling me now. So, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be big, man. So if you're going out there to the games, definitely pull up, because that's how we set the tone for the games, man. So we appreciate y'all. From J Tuck, DMV, CFT, we cover 3 and we out. Peace.